Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Faceless Artist and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr.
As I've already explained,
There we go.
I'm the Martyr, and I think you can help me.
Correct. I am a Grade 5 techno-archaeologist, researching relics tied to the Martyr, and an archivist of the unverified existence of Uther Tiberius.
Did you help Klosterheim find the Martyr?
We supplied the Inquisitor with the artifact allegedly crafted by Uther Tiberius, codename Uther's Tarot. It is a psychoactive set of cards. I can grant you access to my scriptorium subroutines for more information.
So, Klosterheim has this Uther's Tarot, which led him to the Martyr. How will this help me?
According to current research, Uther Tiberius gave sets of this tarot to his acolytes to enable communication through visions for the advancement of his grand plan.
And if I had another set of these mysterious artifacts, I could contact Klosterheim and find the Martyr, right?
Only one remaining set is known to exist. Location: Vault Zeta 11. Jurisdiction: Adeptus Mechanicus. Current status: complete lockdown. Reasons: classified. Location coordinates are being exloaded to your navigator as we speak.
I'm going to investigate the place. You stay on my ship until then.
Acknowledged. Triggering mind-cleansing psalms, Type 3.43. Standing by.
Inquisitor, you have a message from the Caligari Conclave.
I am Inquisitor Helena Goslar, and I have an assignment for you. I am aware that you are conducting a highly classified investigation for the Conclave at the moment, although I must admit I don't know any further details. To my utter amazement, my clearance was deemed insufficient to access your records. In other words, I can't command you to abandon your main investigation, but the Conclave would appreciate if you could take another case as well. Travel to the hive world of Atheon Prime and look into the case of the mass disappearances that has baffled the Adeptus Arbitis. In case you are wondering why you are tasked with such a trivial issue, I want you to watch a highly confidential picked recording. It was made by an infiltrator of the Inquisition, and as you will see, it proves the existence of some unholy machinations on Atheon Prime. I must also add that this recording was made 30 standard years ago. I hope I have your interest now, Inquisitor. The Emperor protects.
Is that our ship?
Our orders are clear. The despoiler wants us to let go of the old grievances. Rest assured, we are aware of that. We have already begun sowing the seeds of destruction. We have found something on Atheon Prime, deep beneath the heart, something we can use to ignite the flames. It will take time, but it will be done.
Okay. The enemy below. That's actually rather interesting, but currently there is nothing I can do with that. But what I can do instead is check whether or not I have any upgrades here. From what I can see, the chances are not that good. Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and sell everything. Okay, nice. That is for crafting. The store map. That is the star map, not the store map. Okay, let's actually just go back to the command bridge. I believe that this enemies from below is like a set of missions that need to be completed as soon as you start them. Oh, I threw this with. I know, Desperate Crusade, Occult Siege. Okay. So, in any case, let's just go back into the Chernobog system. and see what we can see. Desolation Sigma Balls. Back to Tener Bea sector. Let's see about that one. Okay, that's below our Atheon system. Let's go there. So we're basically just heading to the Atheon system again, and we're just going to see the depths below. Bunker busting. Let's go to Iona 4. Travel. And let's actually take this little side mission for the Konakori Conclave. Let's just go ahead and start it up. Can you give me orders? I'm in the pillage of the pyramid system, not practically though, refusing such demand from a high ranking. The well-known devout Puritan. Yeah, so this is basically called a math move. You can't exactly say no. That is, you're not required to do anything, but you cannot not do anything. So you need to do something, because if you don't do something, then you're basically skewed. So you have to do it. That's why it's called a math move. So by any means necessary. Right. Yeah. Load already, you goddamn bastard. I'm waiting for my coffee to cool down so I can start drinking it.
Dead Priest, I'm in the Underhive to investigate the case of mass disappearances. Talk to me.
Information schematics received from Adeptus Arbeits operatives have been analyzed. The abduction cases indicate cult activity. Data coverage is insufficient, but this is the location where most abductees disappeared.
Can you scan the area? Until now, only the Underhivers have been affected, but the abductions are beginning to threaten the stability of the Hive itself. We have no time to lose.
Agreed. Current procedure is inefficient. Deploying Scryer Skull units immediately. Initiating data-gnostic litanies.
I will follow the trails into the Underhive. Contact me when you have something.
Interesting. So they don't care about... Yeah, so the Underhive is basically something that is not really needed. But it is actually needed. Which is a funny predicament to be in. Because technically you're in the ghetto, but the ghetto is needed in its own weird way. There we go. And what makes you think you're immortal? You basically became a slave to the Chaos Gods. At least if you're a slave to the Emperor, I mean... You're still a slave, don't get me wrong. But... over here you have all of the skulls and nasty things that will happen to you, while in the Imperium you have skulls and golden things that will happen to you. They could also be nasty depending on how you look at it, but mostly it's good. Okay. Mostly. I mean, the definition is quite loose for that. Right, dead one. I keep forgetting I have the E option, not just the left and the right mouse button. There we go.
Recoil unclean.
What else is there to it? Gangster rap made me do it. Okay, switching over to the flamer. Gonna light it up. Oh yeah, baby. What did I want to say? What did I want to do? I'm just kind of thinking about some things, although they are quite redundant, and I shouldn't be thinking about them. Yet I still kind of force myself to, even though it doesn't really make sense to do it. I think I'm just gonna stick to the flamer for a little while. At least until I can get a little bit of an upgrade, weapon-wise. There we go. Nice. Burn the heretic. Purge the unclean. Slay the mutant. You know when you're thinking about something, but you know you shouldn't be thinking about it, but then that's kind of makes you want to think about it more. It's like the white elephant. Normally you would almost never think about the white elephant. But as soon as somebody says white elephant, you're kind of like, huh, white elephant. And I have that constant problem that whenever I think about something, I have the need to analyze it to death. Which has served me well before, but it has also been detrimental before as well. It's a double-edged sword.
Locations identified with the highest likelihood of yielding further intelligence. Praise the Omnisire.
Praise the Omnisire. Praise the Omnisire's flames. Burn them. Absolutely love it that you can just burn. Yes, indeed, the sacred cleansing of heretics. There we go. Cleanse them in holy flame. Look at that. That's absolutely beautiful. Nice. Look at that, dude. I guess it just takes a little bit of time for it to actually just, what do you call it? Yeah, instant repentance. It just sort of be... It sometimes be like that, you know? You gotta repent for your greed, man. Greed, very bad. Very bad indeed. That's why they're going to repent for pretty much everything else. Look at that. Nothing clears out a room faster than a flamethrower. Well, that's not entirely true, but the flamethrower is the most fun of the options. I do believe that a grenade will clear out a room relatively more quickly than a flamethrower. Although I guess that could be debated. That would be a fun debate to have. I cannot hurt you. Are you sure about that?
You failed to mention that the Hive scum were preparing an ambush.
Encounter with the enemy is by definition the mark of a higher level of intelligence.
I prefer not to walk into traps. Next time, warn me in advance.
Affirmative.
Okay.
By the Emperor, a demon was bound to the chest.
Well,
Back to the abyss, creature.
I mean, to be fair, you should always expect an ambush when you're going inside the thing that you need. Especially in this sort of video game, you know, an ambush is most definitely likely, and it is a definite possibility.
Teleport beacon in range.
What the hell do you want me to do about this? Oh, that took me back down here. Interesting. Okay, great. Let's head on over here then. Burn.
Die, heretic!
Okay. Nicely done. Yeah, I'm not even gonna think about that. Yeah, I'm overthinking things vastly. All that matters is that big gun go brrrr Big gun go brrr. I absolutely love that logic. Big gun go brrr. It's such pure logic. I mean, it's not even that logical, it's just funny. Haha, big gun go brrr. Just look at that. Oh man, I love it when they all burn like this.
Teleport beacon in range.
Excellent. We bring dozens to the furnace, but this cattle is weak. They don't give strength to the flame. The furnace is always hungry, need more blood. More souls and skins. The second son told us this. He knows, yes, he knows the truth. He touched by it, I saw. The Upworlder says we are nothing, but we know better. We are the Forsaken Sons and we are strong. He told us we can become sons and brothers and get the spark of the truth. We'll burn down the teachings of the false emperor. And to receive the truth, I need to bring more to the poor. I will become next son. Glory to the Forsaken Sons.
There is nothing else to learn here. Corruption seems to seep into the depths of the Underhive. I must press on.
Well, I mean, there's still plenty technically that we can learn. You kind of just found proof of heresy. And that everything needs to be cleansed, so we have to cleanse all of them before we can actually move on. There we go. Imagine doing something that is not in your interest and potentially not. Oh, you're cheeky bastard. And you basically get nothing out of it. Would you technically do it? It doesn't help anybody. Well, then why would you do it? I mean, logically.
Data agnostics are becoming extremely difficult due to interference, but there is a high probability of harmful devices in your vicinity.
Your calculations are correct, but late. Again.
Activating penitent circuits on the data serfs for their sluggish processing.
Okay. Let's teleport out of here. I did activate that inoculator, so we're all good. But yeah, that information was way too little, way too late. Okay, level 24. Subdermal plating, perk unlocked. Okay, let's check out this. We have 6 of them. Defense. Okay, so we start from here. Physical resistance, bam, bam. Let's go into health. That one. Okay, now we should be quite tanky. At least I think so. That's sort of the logical conclusion that I can draw here. Let us move on. The abandoned forge. My investigation has led me. Yeah, this is where we actually need to go. I discovered that a ragtag tribe of mutants are responsible for the disappearances, but the real masters are called the Forsaken Sons. The Forsaken Sons are using these mutant-like pawns. It is time to visit their hideout and make them confess. Confess to your sins. Confess. He who confesses will yet live. I believe that's the adequate term there.
I have arrived at the location. This must be the lair of the cult.
Foul, lying heretics. Their blight must be undone. Purge them all.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It would be nice if we could get some Black Templars in here. I believe that would be an extremely fun DLC, and I would pay money for that. Just imagine a bunch of Black Templars. What if you could play as a Black Templar? Oh, lordy, lordy, imagine that. But you have the Caligari Marines. They're lapdogs, basically. You don't have the Black Templars. The Black Templars would be, in my opinion, incredibly useful here. Because they are incredibly cool. There we go, another level up. Which is perfect. Perk-wise, I do believe I'll be going for more hit damage. Hit damage seems to be the thing that I should be focusing on. So hit damage. And while I'm focusing on hit damage, I'll focus on melee as well. But mostly hit damage, because as you can see, I'm freaking killing it with the hit damage. It is absolutely beautiful. See? Just like that. So just bam. There we go. Everything is burning. Let's go back. There we go. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
Here, but I was too late. There are no survivors left. May the Emperor give me the strength to avenge them.
Burn. I keep forgetting I have freaking turrets. There we go, that I have turrets. And then I can just do that.
Kill the heretic.
There we go. Burn. Bastardino. Okay, yeah. We took care of them. Oh, nice, we actually have a demon here.
Remarkable. A soul-bound warp creature protects the chest. Most remarkable. Be gone.
I don't get it. Why is that so remarkable to you? This is like the 50th one that we saw. But yeah, we did get rid of that. I guess that is for the interrogation purposes, to actually make them talk. Then after they've talked, they bring them, I don't know, to a singular side or something, and then they just annihilate them. That would be my guess anyways. Right, we do have this side over here that I wish to explore. Just like that. And let's just burn. Sacred slaughter. In the name of slaughter.
Not a boring day at all.
Of course not. Chuck a grenade in there. A grenade fixes everything. You're having problems at work? Chuck a grenade at them. In general, that is something that works out quite well. So 6,000... yeah, 6,000 health approximately. More suppression equals more health, and more health equals more health. The perfect combination.
In this slaughterhouse. Life in the Underhive can get worse, it seems.
Inquisitor, numerically, a few hundred deaths have no impact on the functionality of a hive.
Very reassuring. Anything else to report?
Definitely. Augury units sense peculiar energy traces from a cortex circuit. Inquisitor, there is a dysfunctional initiate of the Adeptus Mechanicus among the bodies.
First the servo skulls, now this. Check Priest. I want a full analysis and report once I am back on the ship.
Okay, it would appear that the Chaos Cult is here. Further examination of the edifice brought none of the expected results. We can determine by the electromagnetic and radiometric trends that construct Alpha 04554F or the monolith, as the uninitiated call it, is the millions of standard years old, but we have been able to extract any samples from it. Ref class rec 11224. The liturgical procedures of molecular probing bear no results. The requisitional expedition Sigma 11 unit shares the strong belief that there is a machine spirit in subject Alpha 04554F, or at least a spark of the motive force. We tried several inductive songs, but if the machine spirit resides in the edifice, it remains dormant or is reluctant to heed our call. A minor statistical anomaly appeared in the epiriometric device, but corrupted data record damaged.
Strange. This data slate entry is decades old, and the monolith was inactive back then. I'm sure the tech priest would be thrilled to see that it has become quite active since then.
Yes, I imagine so. Tech priests really do like their gadgets, and I can't really blame them. Basically, if you can make a tank portable, for example, that would give me great joy. If I was able to make something like that, I mean, that is just amazing. You know, technological progress like that, always amazing, always good. I'm always for it. That should be supported. Because if you can make a tank that small, imagine of the civilian purposes that you can actually do that. You can make cars extremely portable, shipping, everything else. That could be very well amazing. Okay, hold on. Witness your doom! Okay, see, the problem with this is there's a lot of them, but I do have a bunch of flamer ammo, so not running out of things to kill anytime soon. Alright, this has been overheated. Let's chuck another grenade then. We're at the end of the mission anyway, so there's really no reason to save up our ammo. If nothing else, we can always just go in melee. I do like my own turret. A little bastardino. Look at that. Let's chug a Q in there.
Spark of the machine spirit detected. This abhuman specimen must have kept a cogitator. The possibility of proper litanies being enacted to commune with the machine spirit is merely statistical. Further investigation still recommended.
A cogitator here. This is a strange development. Stay alert, Tech Priest. I might need your help with data recovery.
As you wish, Inquisitor.
You might need his help. I think you will need his help. He is a tech priest after all. You're not a tech priest. Let's actually take a look. Glory to the sons and brothers. Second of the Forsaken Sons, communication via Vox is becoming extremely difficult. Though the spark of truth can't be quenched and the voice of the apostle never silenced, we are limited to the use of the cogitator network from now on. Unfortunately, the prisoner maintaining the device is no longer at our service, but I am sure we can find the proper replacement in time. Speaking of time, we must make haste. The glorious masters and teachers urge us to continue the offerings, but we barely have enough sacrifices. Son and brother, make them gather whatever they can find crawling in the underhive. The monolith is already stirring, the light becomes stronger with every offering to the gods. We can't fail the masters. May your spark the truth be ignited. Death of the false emperor, the first. Interesting. So who is this the first? I believe this is the work of some treachery right here. I mean, it's absolutely heretical what they're doing. Absolutely heretical. What on earth even is this? Probably some assassin type thing. One point, one passive skill point, okay. Ooh, that is actually quite an improvement.
I couldn't help but notice that the tech priest I found at the monolith was a member of a requisitional expedition, just like you. They conducted research here, and now the monolith is stirring. Makes me wonder why these expeditions are always connected to heretical activities. Care to explain?
As you request. Full disclosure is the most logical solution at this point. Everything else hinders efficiency. The Adeptus Mechanicus, much like the Inquisition, includes many factions. The requisitional expeditions served as a cover for the secret operations of our factions.
Elaborate, Tech Priest.
We are the Xenorite, specializing in research into archaeotech and Xenos relics in the Caligari sector.
Are you confessing to Tech heresy?
Negative, Inquisitor. Several Forge worlds provide discreet support to us. 67.8% of the local Xenorites serve Inquisitors, mostly the ones you call radicals.
Should I find this reassuring? It doesn't mean it is not heresy, only that it could be widespread heresy.
Logical conclusion. Communion with the Cortex records revealed a hexamathic code with the coordinates of the Xenorite base under the Hive. Investigating the location could provide useful data.
Or a meeting with some more wretched cultists.
Okay, yeah, I sort of get that. I sort of get your frustration there, you know, but in general, there we go. In general, what did I want to say? Researching xenotech is actually quite good, and that could prove quite beneficial on the long run. Because quite simply... The fuck is this? Grav pistol. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and just switch on over to that one. To toughness. Okay, let's go with that. Last pistol, Inferno pistol. Artificer grenade launcher. Well, to be fair, I'll be keeping that one, but yeah, like I was saying, to be fair, that seems like sort of a logical conclusion, but let's go this damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm not putting up a mine. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna learn that one, obviously. You should always learn the blueprints. Fuse delay thingamabob. That is grenade, stun grenade. Yeah, I'm not upgrading that. Don't really need the mines either. Auto gun. Ooh, another blueprint. I mean, hell, I'll learn all of them. Why not? The rest of this I'm going to sell. Heavy flamer. Yeah, the rest of this is basically for sale. Okay, and we're just going to put this right on over here. There we go. Let's just go ahead and do the next mission. The requisition expedition campaign. My inquiry. My favorite is related to the unfortunate citizen of the Hive. Yada yada yada. It still needs a little bit to cool down. Right, like I was saying, the Inquisition
data search detects
That's some
3
good stuff.
locations with faint traces of machine spirit activity. Closer inspection recommended. Marauders defiling the sanctuaries of the Omnissiah need to be eliminated.
Well, of course we're going to eliminate them because they're defiling the Omnissiah. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is actually the Emperor, but they call him the Omnissiah for some reason. It is the tech boys, so we're not going to go into too much details about them because I don't know that much about them as a faction in general. All I know is that they are quite weird, but they give you good stuff, so it pays off to work for them, with them, whatever. Okay, I don't really feel like actually using my brain, so I'm just going to use the flamer. Ah, there we go. Burn, heretic. Ah, there we go. Another one of these demon
A
chests.
soul-bound warp creature protects the chest. Most remarkable.
It's not really remarkable. You've seen it, I believe, 4 times by
I wonder
now.
why this chest was so heavily
In this episode only. You've seen it 4 times. Let alone overall. You've seen it plenty of times, so it's not really that remarkable in all honesty. But the amount of damage I now do with the flamer, that is remarkable. It is a noticeable difference. I believe my flames are more righteous, and therefore you will die. Nice, I love it how they cannot escape. Once it actually just starts raining fire upon them, they don't have anywhere to run. They just get absolutely annihilated, and I absolutely love it. They just burn up like a crisp.
Warning. Next security door is locked with a code anathema, a primitive but efficient method to bar the mechanics. You should be able to override it.
And chuck a grenade, kaboom! There you go. Yeah, that took care of most of them, if not all. I like how you can actually just go back and burn them still. I absolutely love that. The flamer is the best weapon in this game, I believe. Okay, what is this?
What have you learned, Inquisitor?
A wise man learns from the deaths of others. Let's see what this lecture is.
To anyone who might find this, may the God Emperor have mercy on me. They found me at the furnace and made me attend to the cogitators, which is the only reliable way of communication in the Underhive. May the Omnissiah forgive me, but I had to do it, even if I am just a lowly menial. And I don't even know the proper canticles. I made my escape as soon as I could, but they found me. Now I am trapped here. I'd rather starve here than suffer the fate of the prisoners. Even in that, I will serve the Emperor with what little I know. Only the leader of the heretics, Kassora, the first son, knows what they are up to, but there are traitor Astartes involved. I saw them. I saw terror incarnate. The main cogitator of the research base is still intact. Use my access litanies. Praise the God Emperor. Where did he get the stuff to actually write it down? And regarding the Astartes, we kind of already saw them, so that's no real shock right there, you know. The real shock is that it's actually working. Everything is a-okay. That's the actual real shock right here. That I don't have to do anything else to open or repair it. That in general, that this has survived for 30 years, but how come this has only now reached us? I mean, this must be that bureaucracy
Incoming
everybody
gas
keeps
attack.
talking
Time to
about.
leave this lovely place.
Well, no need to leave. Gas is good.
Boy of the rotting emperor. I'll consider it. I will.
Traitor of mankind. Wither. Apparently the Chaos Marines are the masters of the cult. We had a cogitator, which might be linked to the network of the Forsaken Sons.
It could be, but yeah, I love it how he didn't even get to finish his sentence, he was already dead. That's how powerful the flamer is, and once you combine a flamer with grenades and turrets, that's it, you've beaten the game. At least I hope so, because that's my strategy for now. And it seems to be a pretty good strategy as well. Heavy bolter inoculator. Let's see what... Ooh. There you go. We can burn them alive. We have disposed of the corpses of the tech priests from the base. There were almost no survivors left after your magnificent arrival. Only a few servitors remained. My disciples captured a believer. At the furnace, he was able to establish a proper communication network. An unbeliever and erase any records of knowledge. He'll begin his task immediately. My initiates have started to gather offerings to the Dark Gods. The High Dwellers have proven to be useful to our cause, just as you said, Master. The light of the monolith is weak now, but it is like a gathering whirlwind, growing with every soul sent to the warp. In time it will become a mighty tempest. It is a gift from the gods that the proper constellation of the great offering will only congregate in 3 decades. I will lead many to the truth, and we will have time to give thousands to the gods. I will report any further progress. Interesting. So these heretics are really heretical. To such an absurd level as well. Like you're giving up reports to chaos, I mean... Well, I guess they have to be organized as well. As organized chaos is much worse than regular chaos. Almost pretty much everybody knows that. There we go. Absolutely love that amount of damage. Love it. Opa. Okay. What am I even thinking about? Dude, focus on the freaking game and on the freaking video. Leave that stuff for later.
Welcome, fellow seeker of the truth. I'm afraid that you can't receive the teachings in your current state. Let Ulbrax, the Forsaken, free you from the bonds of your existence. What is this? No, Master. I was faithful.
Looks like your friend freed you from the burden of your limbs. Emperor, be my shield and strength.
Okay. Yes, you might have guessed that's pretty much the only fate that can befall somebody who worships chaos. And, of course, as you see, flames absolutely decimate
The
them.
leader of the cult might still be alive, but he has only a few minutes left. Send him up to the ship, and I will stabilize him for interrogation.
Yeah, that's fun.
Done here. I have brought the Emperor's justice to the faithless and avenged countless innocents.
I think prevention would be much better in this current circumstance. And just in general in the long term. Because I think just in general that most people would kind of prefer not to die. Yeah, you know. Well, in case for the Emperor, well, who knows. And I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't actually really matter all that much. Let's see, is there any chests over here? No, there are just some additional cultists. Yeah, let's go ahead and leave. Name und Number. Passive skill point, okay. Yeah.